Make y'all think I'm somebody.
He was acting like the president earlier. It took 3 people to contact me just to get to him.
I'm saying I'm unorganized, so I gotta have my folks. There go Nikki right there. If you need me, call Nikki. That's how it is for my life these days.
I gotta get this from an angle, Joe.
It's all good. We both doing it. So for all my Facebook people, what up, y'all? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Hey, we'll be to a tip. Damn, I can't get the right. You got the perfect angle, Joe.
Little Diddy shrimp dips.
Hey, are you saying that because of my height?
Fishing with the
Are you saying that because of my height?
That's the song.
No, I'm just playing. So when you ready?
The next day, I in LA.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy Benny Pitts. Welcome to another edition of Live Magazine, your #1 source for the laughs, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm in here with a legend, an icon.
Thank you.
An icon.
I'm taking all this. Can I cuss?
But yeah, you can say what you want
I'm
to say.
taking all this shit you want to call me. Legend, icon.
A philanthropist.
A philanthropist. Yes, an entrepreneur.
Hey, a humanitarian.
A humanitarian. All that shit.
All that Joe Cleese.
And a G. You forgot a real G, too. Can I get that? Can I claim that one for myself?
You can claim that one, man. welcome to another edition of Live Mag, man.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could help you out, man.
Hey, dude, you really are important. It took like 3 people just to get in contact with you.
Well, here's
you
the
called
thing.
me. So whisper and say, "Yo, this is Joe Clair." I'm like,
so here's how I go with my phone. I hate the phone.
Okay.
Ever since like the 90s, I have not liked the phone. It's not my thing. You know how people love the phone?
Oh, you're not one of them.
You're not one of them. Phone.
Okay.
The phone. I'm used to. I grew up with the phone on the wall in your house.
Word.
I'm one of them babies. I'm a phone with the cord. The cord all messed. I'm that baby.
You remember when it ring 3 times?
Yeah, ring 3 times and then stop.
That's it.
That's me. So all this new shit, people can catch you 24/7. I said, nah, I don't like this. So I had to hand it off to somebody else to take care of the important calls.
But you are important.
You should see how many people that don't get no call back. Oh, it's thousands. We called you right back. It's so thousands of niggas
I'm just
happy with you right now.
I'm just happy to get a call back, man. This is Live Mag, another edition, the #1 source for laughing, of course.
Yes, indeed.
Joe, where do I start, man?
You tell me.
Rap City.
We can start there.
So much stuff.
That's a beautiful place to start.
I'm asking you this. When did you realize you loved hip hop?
First time I heard a hip hop record.
Which record?
It was I heard that remix of the Fort Apache, the Bronx. But when that break dropped in, and I saw and people were saying that's hip hop, that's a break, and explaining it to me, it made sense to me like immediately. I was growing up in DC at the time, so we were heavy go-go oriented.
Okay.
We didn't do hip hop. For us, New York was a rival. So we didn't like anything that was coming out of New York. If you were a kid in DC, you just automatically don't like nothing.
So originally from DC?
Originally born and raised. We're right outside of DC, Sea Pleasant, Maryland, which is like the East Point.
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
The East Point. Zone 6. What's just north of Compton? we almost Compton, but not quite.
Word.
Of DC. So, I was a huge go-go kid, but I had a lot of musical influences in my house. My dad was a huge jazz head. My mother was into everything from fusion into like Karen Carpenter and folk music. My brothers were heavy into funk and disco and everything like that. So when hip hop came out, it just made sense to me. I didn't think it was some new pioneering versioning music. It was just that shit dope. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mic is tripping. I'm listening.
And so that's where it came from for me, man.
Wow, man, that's good. So that brings us to our next question. Rap City? How did you become the... Now, me, when they told me, when my girl Stephanie called me, she said, you got Joe Clair. I said, Joe Cleveland? I put up some old Rap City clips. It's you and Nas. I got on these big-ass clothes.
Huge clothes.
Yo, son, y'all lifting weights.
The bigger the clothes, the better it was. So let me give everybody the Rap City story. And this is one of the most inspirational stories I can give anybody. This is the most inspirational story in hip-hop. Here's how I got Rap City. I was sitting at home. I had just started being, I left my job. I was a social worker.
Wow. Okay.
I left my job to pursue comedy. And my other love was hip-hop. So one day, Ricky Lake, this was Ricky Lake's second season on television. Ricky Lake comes on and said, if you've ever been harassed by the police, call the Ricky Lake Show. Yeah. So I called Ricky Lake Show. Told him what my story was. I've been harassed by the police, blah, 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 blah. Well, 2 weeks later, I got a call, and they would say, we're going to fly you up and put you on the Ricky Lake Show. I was like, that's how you get on TV? What? Is that how you get on TV?
So you was on the Ricky Lake Show?
I was on the Ricky Lake Show. Now, there's some people who's watching the Facebooks or watching the stream like, yeah, I've been to about... There's some people who remember the Ricky Lake. Every 5 to 10 years, I get, man, I remember seeing you on Ricky Lake. Man, that please, I know the original. So I did Ricky Lake, and once I got home off the Ricky Lake Show, I said to myself, I wonder if I could actually get on Rap City.
Word.
At the time, BET was in DC. It was just blocks from my... Yeah, remember, BET was started and founded in Washington, D.C.
Man, this is some history facts.
It was blocks from where I was living at the time. I graduated from college, moved back home.
Wow.
I'm living in the city, and it was less than a mile from my house.
Okay.
So I was like, let me call BET. And I listen, everybody, I literally... 411. Can I have the number to BET?
Wow.
I got the number to BET. I called BET. I asked for Rap City.
Man, you are the definition of ask and you shall receive.
They say, well, who you want to talk to? I say, whoever in charge. What's that nigga name? Let me talk to him. She said, well, sir, we don't use that kind of language. I'm sorry. What's that African American's name?
Word.
You be him. And so I called this guy named Keith Paschal, who was the boss, and I just left a message. Okay. Hi, my name is Joe Clair. I'm a comedian. I know everything about hip-hop. I want to be on your show. Dude. He didn't call me back. A week later, I called him again. Hi, my name is Joe Clair. I want to be on your show. I know everything about hip-hop. He didn't call me back. A week later, I called him. Hi, my name is Joe Clair. I'm a comedian.
I know everything about him.
He ain't called me back. I called this dude for like 10, 11 months. And just listen, I was young, I was hungry, and he hadn't told me no.
Facts.
He hadn't said no. Until they say no, you still have a possibility.
Word.
Well, what ended up happening, and if you stay in it, for those of you who believe in faith, who have faith, I stayed down and dirty, and always said my prayers. A buddy of mine called one day, DJ J Nice, who used to be here in Atlanta. J Nice, my guy, that was my partner from college. We used to throw parties together. J Nice say, I'm gonna be on Rap City tomorrow. Now he ain't had no clue that I had been calling these people for damn near a year. I ain't tell nobody. How crazy you look telling somebody? I call these niggas every week. I call BET every week, nigga. I'm gonna get on TV. I'm gonna get my ass on TV. Everybody gonna laugh at you. So I kept it to myself, and that's for some of y'all listening. Sometimes you gotta keep it personal. It was between me and God. And the next day he said, I'm gonna be on Rap City. I said, well, where y'all shooting at? I want to come. He called me back. He said, we ain't got nowhere to shoot. I said, tell them they can use my house. I just threw it out there.
Wow.
He called me back and I said, we be at your house tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So I went from calling and wishing and dreaming I could be on Rap City to Rap City actually coming to my house.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's God.
That's
you gotta look for them little
signs,
them little signs. There it go right there. I'm like,
Joe's taking us to church, y'all.
They said you was funny, God. I didn't know you was this funny. You are hilarious, Lord. They say God got a sense of humor.
So
next day, or just to shorten it up, next day they come to my house. The producer walks in. He had recognized me. He had been to one of my shows, but didn't know who I was. Word. He thought that I might be good for doing some stuff with them. The guy I've been calling came 20 minutes later. I introduced myself. He said, hey, man, dude been calling me for last year. But he go, well, this the dude I've been telling you about.
Woo! Ain't that
That's when I really was like, hey, God, I ain't know you get standing ovations, Lord. I didn't know you do specials like you Kevin Hart, Lord. Forgive me, Jesus, for not understanding the depths of your power.
Word.
And then the rest, and I was only trying to be on Rap City one time.
And how long did you host for?
6 years, like 5.5, 6 years.
Would you say that was one of the highlights of your career?
You motherfucking right, it was one of the highlights of my career. What do you think? I was 20, I was in my early 20s, and I got to interview rappers for a living.
Word.
Like, they actually paid me money to go and interview rappers. Like,
word.
Like a real check. Word. Came every 2 weeks.
Word.
For me to go interview rappers.
And the ladies treated you good at that time.
Oh, let me tell you all the perks that came along with it.
I need to know because
not only did they give me a check, so then, everybody, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Puma, whatever.
Oh my God.
They outfit me because I'm on the air every day. This is the beginning of FUBU, Iniche, Academics, Mecca. Shout out to my girl April Walker from Walker Wear, and all of those brands were coming into play. Fat Farm and everything. So they sending products. So now I ain't buying clothes.
Walking billboard.
I ain't buying shoes. I ain't buying none of that, right? And then, I went and caught me a sweet ride. Paid off my student loans.
Dang, you didn't even have to do that.
Well, shit. I don't know. Student loans felt too much like the FBI. Them niggas catch you anywhere. Word. I was like, as soon as you move into a new apartment, phone ring. I'm like, hey, who this? This is Sally Mae. How are you doing, Mr. Clair? How the fuck y'all find me, Sally? You a bad bitch. You need to go find that plane went down to Malaysia. Y'all get to find everything else.
Hey, Sally Mae for president.
Real talk. And then what ended up happening, and then I didn't have a hard problem with ladies after that, but then it felt real weird. You get with a lady who already know who you are.
Oh, word.
It didn't feel right. I took it for what it was.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend at the time, or different girlfriends at the time. So if I had a girl, I was with my girl. Word. And that's what it was for me. But if I ain't had no girl,
they ain't trouble.
Oh, boy.
Cleasy.
I used to put the cleasy on her.
What you used to do?
Put the cleasy on her. That's when you come in the room butt-ass naked with Timberlands on and play nothing but Tupac all night.
How do you want it? Hashtag how do you want it?
Hashtag how do you want it? Hashtag thug passion. Hashtag is I wonder if heaven gotta get him.
Joe, tell me your top 5 interviews on Rap City, man.
My top 5 interviews of all time that I did. It's hard to do. That's hard to say. It's too many to name. And I love them all. I love them for different reasons. But I'll give you some of the most memorable. Of course, the Biggie interview, because that was the last television interview he gave right before he passed.
Are you serious?
Well, so you know the interview that you see everywhere, all over the globe, Biggie sitting in a blue shirt.
Yeah.
It look like he's sitting in the park. He got his shades on. And if you look at the video, you gonna see like a green sleeve. You can see just my sleeve. That's me conducting that interview. And 3 days later, maybe 4 days later, he got killed at the Vibe party.
Wow.
And once it happened, everybody came for that interview. Every news outlet. And I don't know who gave it to him, but they cut me out the interview. I suspect it was some in-house job. Dude. I think somebody at the network said, we don't need that nigga.
They say you put the Cleasy on too many people.
Yeah, I put the Cleasy on too many people. So, but for those who know, the dope part is that heads who know that I got that last interview. So that was real dope. And then,
wow, that's so dope, man. That's
when I went to interview KRS-One and he knew my name.
Wow.
Now that one right there, like, fuck me up.
Word.
Like, this the blast master. This the dude. This Chris.
He made the original blueprint.
Wah da da day. Listen to my 9mm. Bang.
You can freestyle again. I see you freestyle in comment.
We'll get that in too.
We'll drop the So Gone beat now.
That's easy. Interviewing him was crazy. When I met ODB and he asked for some lotion because he didn't want to be. No bullshit.
Are you serious?
He asked our producer for some lotion because he didn't want to be ashy on TV. He's like, I don't want to be ashy on TV. I know I'm the ODB, but I don't want to be looking fucked up on TV. And he was where I learned "Pardon Me" from.
Okay.
I heard Old Dirty Bass. He walked up to our producer. He was like, "Pardon me." I was like, who the fuck say pardon me? But I've been using it ever since.
Word.
That one, after that, man, it's just too many names. Like, I interviewed Chuck D.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, your battery low. Oh, I interviewed Chuck D. I interviewed, I got one of the first interviews for Eminem.
Wow.
I got Nelly's first and second interview. I got interviews with
So you was getting them right?
Ice-T, Tupac. I actually sat with Tupac.
Tell me what's that?
A real story, man. I was on the set of a video. It was E40, Too Short, and Jodeci. It was the Players Ball video.
Yeah.
If you still got MTV Jams or VH1 Soul, it come up from time to time.
Word.
Anyway, we there, and Tupac had spent a lot of time in the Bay, so he showed up to the video shoot, and we're sitting in the RV, and I'm sitting next to Tupac. And I'm chilling. I'm like, damn, it's Tupac on the outside. I'm like, yeah, there goes Pop. On the inside, I'm like, oh, bitch, is you looking, bitch? It's Tupac for real, bitch. What the fuck is you talking about, bitch?
Hashtag how do you want it?
Lit and fuck. Whole shit lit and fuck. You know what I'm saying? So,
Joe Cleveland.
So I'm sitting there, man, and I interviewed Tupac. No, I'm kicking it with Tupac.
Right.
And, they sitting there smoking and everything. I don't smoke.
You don't smoke. Joe Cleese doesn't smoke.
I do not smoke.
LaughMag. I'll make sure y'all got that. Joe
LaughMag. Make sure y'all tell everybody.
Joe Cleese doesn't smoke.
I do not smoke.
When Pocket was smoking, he left the room.
Oh, all of them was smoking. But I was not smoking. Anyway, he had, and this is how dope it was.
Word.
He had a cassette version of Machiavelli.
Okay.
That he had just got from the studio.
Okay.
And he played it for me.
Okay.
It was me and him. Everybody left the RV. It's me and him. And he explained to me why he was making diss records. He explained to me why the Machiavelli album was what it was. He explained to me the Thug Life code that he and Matulu Shakur were trying to push forward. He explained all of it for me. He explained how he felt about things from a revolutionary stance, and then he explained to me things from a businessman stance. He owed a lot of people money. He had to get Suge back that money. Wow. Remember, Suge had bought out the contract to get him out of jail, so he owed people money, and it was just ill. And then when he died, it was just really, really ill at that point. It didn't dawn on me what I had experienced until, years later.
Wow.
Years later.
Wow. Well, Joe, man, that is just amazing, man. I'm sitting
you,
back. You did some real, groundbreaking stuff, like Tupac, Biggie.
Well, thank you. You the first nigga to ever tell me and recognize. Nobody else recognize. You ain't. Well, I mean, you don't see me on anything. I mean, I'm never in magazines. I don't do.
You on LaughMag?
I'm on LaughMag. Word up, LaughMag. First
the
magazine
source
came and got your boy.
We need the cover next time.
We need to cover next time because they've been treating me. They act like me and Big Les ain't even exist. They act like me and Big Les ain't do a motherfucking thing.
Word. Listen, dude, we're talking about your love for hip hop.
Yes.
We're talking about Rap City. Where do you see the hip hop culture today?
I mean, hip hop culture is we're living in the, let's say, what we're going to call postmodern hip hop. We wanted it to blow. It blew. It became a global phenomenon.
Right. The biggest genre of music.
It sustained that for a number of years. And just like any other genre you see that takes over the world, eventually the bottom has to fall out because there's too much fluff.
You think so?
Any music. You look at jazz, you look at the blues, you look at rock, you look at any music. The fluff comes in once the money comes in, once everybody discovers it, and the fluff comes in. Well, then hip-hop is so real, it's so rooted in so much real shit that once the fluff was gone, all you got left now is the real shit. And the kids, the young people who are making music today are speaking from a place that is real, authentic, true, and valid.
Word.
So it may not be in the style that we did. What they call them now, mumble rappers.
Word.
I don't like that term. I hate that term. I hate for y'all to say that this guy is, you know, whoever the rapper is not as good as your favorite rapper simply because he doesn't in the style that his peers, his audience, his folks dig. That doesn't make him invalid. So I think it's alive as well. It's vibrant. I wish that the rappers and the people in the game were a little more educated on what it means to be in the industry and in the business, so that they can sustain themselves. Right. There's a lot of people out now who will make some quick money and then be broke in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and that's a year faster or 2 years faster than they used to be broke back in the 90s, my nigga.
So do you think it changed?
What I mean, in what aspect? I mean, change is inevitable in any phenomenon on the planet. So change is inevitable. Of course it changed. Did it mature? I don't know. It depends on where you sit and who you ask. If you ask Future if hip hop changed for the worse, no. If you ask Future fans if it did, no, they gonna tell you, nah, it got better.
Word.
We ain't saying all that old shit y'all was saying. You know, you talk to a young person, you're like, man, I ain't got time for that old shit y'all. We talking about this new shit, this stick talk, that stick talk. You know?
Well, I'm young and I still don't know what a stick talk is.
Well, but hold on, you might not be as young as you think. Niggas get older. See, like, I never forget when I started hearing the term old school in hip hop, and it was records that I had interviewed the rapper for. And they was like, that's old school. I was like, but hold on, I just interviewed him 2 years ago.
Word.
Hold up. But
Soulja Boy said his favorite old school rapper is 50 Cent.
Exactly. And right now, Soulja Boy is old school.
You think so?
If you talk to a 15-year-old kid, Soulja Boy was from when he was in the 2nd grade.
Damn.
If you 15, you don't like nothing from when you was in elementary.
Word.
When you in high school, you don't like nothing from elementary.
Word.
So Soulja Boy is old to him. So that's like they did that when they was in the 3rd grade. So if you 17 now, you're like, that's some old shit. You see what I'm saying?
No, you're right. Now you put it like that.
It's not until you get older, until you get in your 20s and 30s and realize, okay, that's just how the machine works.
Word.
You know, they got a 5-year turnover of what old is, because that's how money is tuned. You know, that's how the money is skewed or whatever.
Word.
But if you look at it, you know, it's just the evolution. Did it change for the worse? It depends on who you ask. There's some aspects of today's music that I love. There's some aspects of today's music that I can't stand. But just like our music, there was parts of it that I loved dearly, and there's parts of it that I can't stand. I could not stand the fact that gangster music pushed conscious music, just blew it out the water.
Word.
And I couldn't stand the fact that the record industry allowed that to happen.
Word.
But when I looked at the economics of it, I make money.
Controversy sells.
Not only controversy sales. How do I put this? You got to play to the lowest common denominator, man.
Word.
You can't come out making the smartest record in America and think that the dumbest nigga is going to buy it.
Damn, you dropping the
And there's more. A comedian friend of mine put something in the air one day. He said, you know, there's a lot more niggas than African Americans in America. You got a lot more niggas than black folks. And I looked at him strange. He said, do the math. He said, now, if we had a rally right now, the NAACP popped down right here, right now, said, emergency meeting tonight. It's Friday. We have an emergency meeting to talk about the election with Trump and Clinton, right? And then right after that announcement came on, Future having a free show and such. You already know
I tell you the truth, I'm going to be like, I'm going to see Future.
You going to be like this? Most people are going to go see Future.
Word.
Well, in the time of the civil rights movement,
Word.
when it was at the height, more people would go. But then, if they did the same thing, Dr. King or Marvin Gaye, look at here. I love Dr. King, but I got to go see Marvin.
I got to see what's going on.
Yeah, I got to see what's going on. So you always had that, and we are scared, we are afraid to admit it to ourselves,
right,
that the community of us still encompasses a lot of what they want to call niggas. Now, luckily, my pops was the nigga.
Right.
Now, my mother is African American as can be, but my pops, he straight up come from nigga shit.
Word.
And we'll tell you that. Now, he's a very educated black man. He's extremely educated and became
brother. I gotta get to. I got some questions.
my fault.
Joe Cleese, Joe. Let's talk about Run DMC, man.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk. You was in Cali with J.O. Felony. J.Lo
Felony.
Yeah.
Back in the day. What about it?
Tell me what that experience was like.
Oh, I mean, why?
Run DMC is the most iconic hip hop rock group
Ever.
of all time,
Right?
And you was there.
Right. Okay. So how you get J.O. into Run DMC?
I want you to explain. All right, tell us what it was like kicking it with Run DMC, and then tell us what it was like when you was in Cali.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
my bad. I actually
all good. So Run DMC was, crazy to meet and sit and interview them because it's just, they superheroes as far as I'm concerned for my generation. But then I'm sitting there and I'm interviewing and I'm talking and I'm eating at the same time. I'm eating a chicken sandwich.
Are you serious?
I bullshit you now. I'm eating a chicken sandwich and a piece of my little chicken flew and hit that nigga DMC on the lip.
You lying.
I bullshit you now right in the middle of the question.
Did he go get it?
Nah, he did like this. He was like, God damn, homie. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could talk, DMC, because, he don't never say nothing in the interview. He's like, God damn, Joe. I was like, my fault, B. And then,
are you serious?
I'm dead ass. A piece of my little chicken shit flew on DMC face.
That is
real shit.
Hilarious.
But it was cool. It was incredible for me to sit and interview the legends. And then so you brought up J.O. Felony. There was a lot of people on the West Coast. J.O. Felony was a cat out of San Diego who was making a name for himself out there doing his thing. And he's still out there rapping. I hope he's still out there rapping. And I hope he takes advantage of this West Coast wave. But Cali, I spent a lot of time in Cali. I lived in California for like 8 or 9 years, and it was just incredible living out there. It was funny as shit living out there because them they hold on to Rap City hard. Like Joe Clair, look here, homie. I went to Wasp. Hey, homie, ain't you Joe Clair? I'm like, yeah. Hey, fuck is you doing around here, homie? I said, well, I live in the valley and they ain't got no fish sandwiches in the valley. I need a fish sandwiches and 2 sauce and incense, and y'all got that shit over here in Watts. And he said, okay, homie, well, look, get the fuck from around here after you get your shit, because, it's this, Pyru over here. I was like, okay, no disrespect. Thank you for the heads up. Oh, dog, I'm gone. And then I rolled out. So Cali was really, really cool.
Man, that's it. So I think we covered hip-hop. You put your print. You put your print in the hip-hop culture. Man, you did interviews with the greatest.
Yeah.
When you say Run DMC, Biggie, and Tupac,
well,
how bigger do you get?
True.
You had a piece of your chicken sandwich
on DMC.
Come on, bro.
It might have been Run. I might have actually hit Run with the shit.
You hit Run DMC with a chicken sandwich.
And that came out my mouth.
Word. Man, let's discuss comedy, man.
Yes, let's talk about comedy.
How did you get in comedy, man?
I got into comedy in college. Roommate dared me to go. He's like, you be funny around us. I bet you won't be funny at the Q's Gong show. The Q's was having a Gong show on the yard. And he's like, I bet you won't be funny. I said, nigga, what's the bet? He said, case of beer. Bet? Nigga, bet. Let's go. And what ended up happening was I went up there and killed it.
Word. Your first time.
My first time. And it's hard to make your peers laugh. These are people who knew me for 3 or 4 years.
Word.
And to make them laugh is difficult. So once I did that, I kind of believed. And then I went to a comedy club, an actual comedy club.
Word.
And Monique was there. This is before she was on television or anything like that. I met her. She was like, you going to be fine, baby. You going to be fine. And I went up and I wasn't. I was bombing. and then this dude in the back was like, get off the stage, nigga. And what ended up happening was I lit his ass up. And so I got out of that. And so that was the beginning of comedy for me.
So what would you say you love more, hip hop or comedy?
Yeah, there's no way to, both of them, both hip hop and comedy were both creative outlets for me. I rhyme, I produce, I was deeply immersed in hip hop.
Right.
Comedy just came out of me and my neighborhood, and like my brother's the funniest person on the planet.
Right.
So that just came. I left to go to college to be an artist. I paint and I draw. That was my escape. That was what got me out the house. So comedy and hip hop just kind of filled the void for when I stopped doing art. So they both feel the same for me.
It's your left hand, your right hand.
And my left hand, my right hand.
That's dope,
yeah. Or my dick and my balls.
Well, Now that you put it that way,
comedy and hip hop is my dick in my balls.
If you had to have one cut off, you'd probably rather your balls.
No, my hands. Take my hands. No, leave my nuts. Leave my nuts. No,
Joe Cleese.
You can cut my head off. You matter of fact, cut my head off. Leave my balls.
Martin Lawrence First Amendment.
Yes.
Def Comedy Jam.
Yes.
You came up with the greats.
Yes.
I mean, like, what do you think about the new internet sensations then? Because you came up in the era.
Listen. All of it, if you think back, all of it is the black man. When it comes to black comedy, we are all just fitting in to the system that they have set up.
Right.
Mainstream ain't letting you come in, so you find your way. We had Def Jam.
Right.
We had Comic View. We had, outlets like that, and
That's
then you had clubs around the country who would come and let you come and get in. Well, now you have the internet. One comedian said, well, fuck, I can't get in the club. Why don't I just do this shit in my house?
Wow.
And the next dude said, well, he doing it in his house. Let me do mine in my house. And one of them got funny. One of them got noticed. One of them. So I'm driving for him. Way to go. Now, the problem arises when it comes time to do this for 45 minutes on stage.
Word.
You have some cats. No, let me get it right. There's some cats who can't do it. But I had a show a month ago with this dude named Country Wayne, right?
Right.
So I come down to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. They say you on the show with Country Wayne. I get there, he not there. So I'm like, well, what Country Wayne at? They like, he ain't here yet. You just go ahead and do your thing. And I'm thinking, all right, Country Wayne, you better come with the shit because I'm funny than a motherfucker. So I go up, I do 35 minutes, right? So I said, well, what's going to happen after this? Nigga. Country Wayne was sitting in the back when I came off. He patted me on my back. I was like, well, who is this mother? Country Wayne. They said, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the place starts shaking. I said, what the fuck is going on? They said, y'all give it up for Country Wayne. Them people clap for this nigga as soon as he touched the mic.
I seen that.
And for that 45, 50 minutes he was on that mic, he killed that motherfucking place. He made a fan and a believer out of me in a minute and a half. I said, y'all can say all the shit y'all want about these internet sensation niggas. They getting that guap right now. And Country Wayne came up, killed it. Now, like you said, I came up with the greats. He ain't supposed to go behind me. I'm supposed to go behind him.
Word.
Country Wayne said, no, I got this, OG. I see you, O's. H. Lee, I love the Rap City shit. I see you later, nigga. Hey, you interview Pop, that's wonderful. Let me go get this money, nigga.
Let me go get this bag.
And that means his bag was bigger than mine that night.
Wow.
I said, well, these elite. So, what did I do? I went and got me a camera. I'm about to make me some skits.
Hey, you need
Country Joe.
You need about 6 more baby mamas.
That's him. I'm gonna come up with some other shit. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with some new shit for real.
So you came up with the greats. You see the internet sensations. Give me your top 5 iconic comedians best that ever did it to you.
Top 5 iconic. That's still another one. It's too hard to rank.
I can't get an answer.
Because I mean, how do I compare Bernie Mac to motherfucker? How do I compare Bernie Mac to Robin Williams to Cat Williams to fucking Kevin Hart to Dave Chappelle to what's the liar Jim Carrey to Tracy Morgan to there's too many Charlie Chaplin shit.
Right,
goddamn.
right. So who do you like? Who just name me?
I'm gonna tell you who I fuck with. These mine. First of all, funniest person I ever met in my life is my brother Steve.
Okay.
My oldest brother, who I do. Y'all ever seen me do the gay dude brother joke?
Oh,
that's my brother. He the funniest motherfucker I've ever.
Is he gay?
Yeah, right. No, I didn't know if he was the man one or the girl. And he came to let me know. You
said at the wedding, it's like a bunch of niggas just took him.
Yeah, my brother. He was getting married to a dude. There was a bunch of dudes waiting for him. And they took him away. I was like, well, that's supposed to happen to your sister, not your brother. He was like, well, nigga, it happened to your brother. Get with the times. I was like, okay, my bad. I didn't know. So my brother is the funniest person I ever met in my entire life.
Got you.
After that, Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Hands down, Bernie Mac, drop dead, funniest, I don't care what you say. Third, I'm going to put me.
Like you should.
Me.
That way.
Fourth, I'm going to go ahead and go me.
What else?
And then fifth.
Come on, other than you put you in there. You gotta say something. So you know, like Kev is the man right now. You're not.
I'm gonna put fifth me. Yeah, me. I'm gonna put fifth me. Here's the thing, bruh. Like as a comedian, and D.L. Hughley said it best. If you don't think you the funniest motherfucker on the planet, what is you doing it for?
Word.
And to tell you the truth, I mean, I love Kevin Hart. I just finished watching one of Kevin's specials. I watched Cedric the Entertainer's new special, which is one of the hottest things on Netflix. Kevin just lit the theaters up this weekend with his new movie, What Now? Make sure y'all go check that out.
Word.
I watch everybody's specials when they come out. And they funny than a motherfucker. I'm in my house crying, laughing. But they ain't me to me.
Word.
Them niggas ain't funny. Whatever, Kev.
Word.
I love you to death, but nigga, in my household, you do not.
They not the gay niggas' brother.
The Clairs, exactly. The Clairs are not laughing when you come over my house.
Word.
I'm number one. So if you ask me, when I go out and I hit that microphone and I hit the stage and I go from town to town, like last weekend I was with Cheryl Underwood, Gary Owen, Tony Rock, and Arnaz J, and we was in a 3,500 seater up in New Jersey, right? Big ass show. This weekend, I'm at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. It's 200 people, and not even 200.
It was like 40 of them.
It was like 40 people. I had 40 niggas last night.
And 20 of the tickets was free.
And 20 of the tickets was free as a motherfucker.
And the other two people was related to Gary.
Pretty much. And guess,
let me stop. Whatever.
And guess what? I got a standing ovation with them 40 and 20 motherfuckers last night. So it just goes to show you, you know what I mean? It's not about how big you are, nothing like that. It really comes down to when you get the rock in your hand, what can you do with the ball? And I'll put me up against anybody. I'm vicious with that motherfucking microphone.
Word.
I'm vicious with that mic and these jokes.
To me, comedy and rap kind of go side and side. It's a masculine sport. They do it in the boxing, like how
it's extremely competitive.
Yes, extremely competitive. So I feel you when you say me, but I'm just like, damn, you gave yourself 3 out of the 5.
Yeah. I mean, I watched Richard Pryor for the first time. I was 7, 8 years old.
Word.
And so he influenced me in a great way. I watched Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live. I had to be 13 at the time, 14, and I couldn't believe that somebody was actually that funny. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in that I'm grown, I've seen all of those dudes and Robin Harris and all. I watched them. I loved them. I took them down. I digested them. But niggas ain't me.
Say no more.
Niggas, so you been laughing the whole time. I've been here. See what I'm trying to tell you? I'm the funniest nigga you know today.
Yeah, today,
right now.
And you the gay nigga's brother.
And I'm the gay dude's brother.
Hey, we're gonna let you go in a little bit, man. I just gotta. Is there any young comedians that you've been watching? And you say, all right.
I watch all of them. Country Wayne. I'm watching Carlos Miller. I'm watching young DC Fly.
Yeah.
What Young Fly DC? DC Fly.
DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly. I'm sorry, bro. I fucked that up. My bad. Okay. I watch. All the comics. We religiously watch. Who is new, who's coming up, who's doing their thing. I like what Michael Shea is doing on Saturday Night Live. I'm glad they put Leslie Jones on Saturday Night Live. We watch all of it. We take it all in. And just like, Magic Johnson watches the new ball players. You just gotta know who's out there, who's doing what.
His son watches it too.
Yeah.
His son watches the ball.
EJ loves basketball. Shut up.
His son actually watches the balls. But man,
I ain't say that. See, we can talk. I'm not doing derogatory. Yeah.